Hey guys, welcome to Crypto India. This is your host Shiv again. Thank you so much for coming back. And right, so I want to just share this news today, which I found very funny, but having a very strong message, especially for the people who are into this cryptocurrency space. For somebody like you and me, having a very strong message. As you can see, the headline says the gold smuggling surges. A man caught walking suspiciously with 1 kilogram bar in rectum. So this man was actually uh, carrying 1 kilogram of gold in his ass, and the airport authorities suspected because the way he was walking, and come on, I mean, when somebody has got gold in his ass, I mean, he won't be able to walk, and that is what the police found out, and then they caught him, and they found out that it was actually gold that he had kept. I don't know, God knows how he did that, but here it is. So that's nearly 1 kilogram of gold in his ass. The gold had carefully, okay, so the gold had been carefully wrapped in plastic and included 4 small bars and multiple chains of jewelry. Airport police tipped off when they noticed 45-year-old man walking suspiciously, right? So this is the news, okay? And this was on 25th of September. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I want to share something really important with you. So there's a strong message in this article, and let's divide this article into three different parts, okay? So let's talk about, first of all, let's talk about gold, the history of gold, right? And then let's talk about crypto. We'll compare the crypto with gold, and then finally we will see the future of crypto and how it is helping people in the current scenario. What? The crypto thing, right? Not the gold, the crypto. How is the crypto helping people in current scenarios? So let's start with the first part here. So this is where the story starts, okay? So, and curiously, this was not, so this is basically an X-ray of his rectum that shows the gold plates here, okay? So, right, okay. So, gold, of course, has a long history of value and marketability, going back to ancient civilizations that have been extinct for the thousands of years. It is by far the oldest form of money that is still in existence today. So this is the oldest form of money, probably more than 6,000 years old. And as far as I know, the fiat money, the dollars, the INR, the euros, the pounds, I think it's not more than 100 years old, or probably 150 or 200. I'm not very sure, but maybe we can Google that. But I think the fiat money is not more than 150 or 200 years old. And we are talking about gold, which is more than 6,000 year old. And and gold has also been considered a traditional safe haven asset. When the world goes crazy, the gold prices spikes. So this is, we have seen already. So whenever there is a there is a disaster, economic disaster, it is the gold which grows in the price, because people want to invest into gold then, because gold is limited, and it's not a fiat money. The fiat money can drop, but the gold never drops. So gold has been in demand that way. So they have given an example here. So in the days after 9/11 attacks 16 years ago on the World Trade Center in New York, for example, the gold price shot up to 33%. And similarly, the global financial crisis in September 2008, which is about 8-9 years ago, the gold price rose to more than 20%. So it shows that whenever there was an economic disaster, the dollar price fell or euro price fell, it was gold who got the value. Now, until recently, every hint of North Korea missile test sent the gold price higher. So this is another example of when the gold price goes higher. Okay, now let's start the second part of the story. So this is where the second part of the story. So we heard about how gold got value whenever there was an economic disaster. Now here, yet now, despite the prospects of war on Korean Peninsula being at the highest level in the decades, the gold price is actually falling. This is why I said that stick with me till the end of the video. Right, this is interesting now from here onwards, especially if you're into investing into cryptocurrencies, you're learning about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, Yan, you're dreaming of the future of cryptocurrencies, right? Okay, let's go ahead and delete further. It's not just the gold price either. Physical demands for precious metals has also been lower in 2007. Now 2007 has been one of the biggest year for cryptocurrencies, we have to say that. You know what? It's 450% the gold price, Bitcoin price has grown this year alone, and still there are 2 to 3 months to go in this year. There have been thousands of ICOs in 2007. Some of them have done really, really well, like Neo, Omisgo, I don't know. I mean, there's so many. And then Ethereum has grown by 1000% this year alone. So 2017 has been one of the biggest year for cryptocurrencies. And they talk about gold, the demand of gold decreasing this year. So let's talk about how much. 18% in quarter 1, 10% in quarter 2. This is the fall in the gold price, notably due to the reduced demand from gold ETFs. So there is nobody who wants to invest into gold ETFs anymore. This trend makes sense given that what we see in the news are raw, or rather don't see in the news. This is interesting. Have you noticed that no one really talks about gold anymore? Which is so true. You switch on any television and there is no talk of gold at all. Everybody is talking about cryptocurrencies. Look at this, right? Gold commentary used to be a staple in financial media. Now the winds seem to have shifted. It's all about cryptocurrencies, and this is the topic, guys. Even if I go for a meetup, like when it comes to a topic on investments or stock investment or a startup or any kind of investment, the hottest topic everywhere is cryptocurrency. And so news media is not far, right? Even the news today, NDTV, CNBC, Bloomberg, they all are talking about cryptocurrency. So there is less talk of gold and more talk of cryptocurrencies. Would you agree with me? Put that in the comment box saying yes. Now, cryptocurrency is definitely exciting, and with absurd gains, it is no wonder that crypto has been dominating headlines. Crypto has also represents the future. So this is the third part of the story. This is very interesting again. So how crypto represents the future? So here is an example. Here is a testimony here that says, just today, the author, just today I received a payment to the bank account of agriculture company here in Chile. The wire transfer originated in United States, yet took 3 days to arrive. 3 days. Along the way, the banks took around $500 in fee, which is absurd, Around 150 of that was the wire transfer fee charged by the sending bank, receiving bank, and corresponding bank. Look at these banks looting. Plus another $40 in fee charged by Swift, the international payment messaging service. Compare this to Bitcoin, okay? I think they have done that. Let me go ahead and read further. On top of that, the sending back charged a fat fee to convert the funds from dollars to pesos. Now, the customer didn't want to convert the dollars to pesos, yet the bank did, and they charged them the fat fee, even though we explicitly instructed not to convert them. Right? So the bank still went ahead and converted it into pesos, and again when the customer said no, I didn't want that, they converted it back from peso to dollar, for which again they charged the customer. So this is called the terrorism, the bank's terrorism for sure, which is definitely terrorism, I would say. Would definitely want to hear your opinion how it works. Now Let's go ahead a little further. On top of that, okay, this we have done. Then the receiving bank charged another fee, convert the fine. Okay, we have done that. Unbelievable. A cryptocurrency payment over the blockchain. So this is the comparison between that payments and the blockchain payment now. It says then the a cryptocurrency payment over the blockchain, on the other hand, would have taken minutes, right? So let's say maybe it won't take a minute if you're transacting in Bitcoin, but if you do it in Ethereum, right, or Litecoin or Dash, it's much faster. It doesn't take more than a minute or two. So it says the cryptocurrency payment over the blockchain, on the other hand, would have taken a minutes, maybe an hour or two at most, and cost less than $1. As I've ranted about in the past, the crypto market is full of malicious irrationality at the moment, but the underlying technology is still revolutionary and highly disruptive. Not to mention, our friend in Sri Lanka don't have to cram any bitcoins into their rectums, right? So remember the guy who actually was carrying 1 kilogram of gold in his rectum, in his ass, he didn't have to do this. He would have transferred the money in bitcoin that would go instantly. It is about 6 to 8 bitcoin of whatever gold he was trying to carry along with him, right? But crypto's power and potential is not in conflict with the gold. Both represent a decentralized form of money. Both represent an alternative to the banking and monetary system. So there is so much of similarity between Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies and gold, because even gold is decentralized, does not belong to one particular government. The gold belongs to the entire world, and it is accepted as money across the globe. So it is not a competition between gold and Bitcoin. As a colleague of mine once says, I own gold for all that I don't know. Will the US and North, all right, this is very interesting again, okay? All I don't knows, okay? So will the US and North Korea go through war? I don't know. Will the US default on its enormous and growing 20 plus trillion dollars? I don't know. Will the central bank be able to expertly engineer the unwinding of its 4.5 trillion balance sheet and raise rates from historic lows without triggering any consequences whatsoever in financial market? I don't know. And he don't know anything on these. He doesn't know anything on this. There is no surety on these questions, and that is why I own gold, right? So by being 100% in dollars for euros, pounds, anything, you are effectively saying, yes, I do. I know exactly what's going to happen in the future. Everything is going to be fine forever, so I don't need to be hedged myself even on one bet. That's pretty lofty bet. Gold and crypto are both cut from the same cloth. One trait they have in common is that they are both for the people that I don't know, right? So people who are not sure about these things, about US, about fiat, about central bank, it is for them. So this is what I wanted to share with you all. I found it really, really interesting, and at the same time, I found this has a very, very strong message in a very, very practical way, sharing the story of the person who was trying to escape with the gold. He was caught in his ass, and then the story of this money transfer from US to Chile, and then where do you believe in? Do you believe in crypto or do you believe in fiat money? So this is the story I want to share. Thought it's a strong message. I hope you liked it. Do let me know in the comment box below if it was worth your time, and what do you think about this? The man who was trying to carry the gold and over an article. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video.